you've joined us back in the Lake District. It's been a while since we've been here. At least, what, 6 months maybe?
Yeah.
It's been even longer since we've walked up a fell. Hence the horror movie panting of breathing down the microphone.
We are goosed.
Yeah. So this was a short, sharp walk today. We started in Sadgill and we're going up to Shipman Knotts. It's only less than a 2 mile each way route. It's probably just over a 3 mile return. You can go further on from the summit here to Kentmere Pike, but we haven't got Oscar with us today. This is the ideal Oscar territory, but unfortunately his legs aren't up for it anymore. He can barely do a walk around the block, so we've had to leave him at home, nip up here quickly in the car, get up here to do a quick fell so we can get back and give him his tea.
There's a lot of sheep though, isn't there?
There's
so
a
we're
lot
saying
of
it's
sheep,
ideal
yeah.
Oscar territory, but
He'd have been on the
he'd have to
lead,
have been on
like.
the lead because there is a lot of sheep, but there's a lot of water, and that's why it would be ideal Oscar territory.
But it's mid-November. I've got my t-shirt and thin base layer on, and it is roasting.
I started in a bobble hat, a long sleeve top with a merino top over it, and a down gilet, and now I've just got my long sleeve top. And hers had to be tied up because I am sweating.
We've just got back from 2 weeks in the Alps, a city break in London, and this is where we are at our happiest, isn't it?
Yeah, we'd live here if we could.
Probably will do one day.
Yeah.
Right, let's crack on.
Let's go. Eat, sleep, rave, repeat. Eat, sleep, rave, repeat. Eat, sleep, rave, repeat. Eat, sleep, rave, repeat. Little lesson here. Don't run uphill. Oh well, look.
A bit of
View.
a view of our target now, up there somewhere. So we've just come from up that path. You pick this wall up as the route, just as all this comes into view, and by the look of it you follow that wall up the crag, and then just at the top there is the summit cairn. Someone climbing down now. Said I must stick this biscuit and tea at the top because she won't wait. Ignore what I've just said, because as mentioned in previous videos, I'm going to write a book, The Toughest Routes Up the Easiest Mountains, and I'm pretty sure from this wall there was a route on the map, and then there was another little path literally 100 yards down, but that first bit along the wall doesn't look like it's good. You have to climb over the bloody wall. So a little bit further down there's a gate. We'll head for the gate, eh?
What a proper path.
Shh. So we've got two choices, this left side or this right side. Huh? Oh yeah, so they found a little sheep track. Well, hardly a sheep track, but there's a little friendlier route.
Take my rucksack off, I can't get this.
Oh yeah, let me get up, I'll pull you up.
Don't do anything.
Hey, you smashed it anyway. Didn't need a little old me.
I did.
How you feeling?
I know, you just need to get to the top.
Okay, let's go to the top.
Didn't know I'd be scrambling today, mate.
I told you I'd choose the easiest fell for us to get back into it.
Is that way the best way?
Yeah, be alright. Sorry?
Oh, I don't like it, that's not grippy.
There you go. Channel 9 News, how'd you feel?
Like I've done a shit in my pants.
Anxiety got the better of her there, but she grabbed hold of it and wrung its neck and carried on.
She did.
So we're now pretty much at the top of the elevation. Just a little bit further to go to the top, and then a bit of a route, and I reckon that might be Kentmere Pike in the distance there. So in the last clip when I told you we think this is Kentmere Pike, it isn't. That's Shipman Knotts. Kentmere Pike is probably that black one behind, which you might not be able to see on this camera. So we've still got a bit of a trek to go yet. But what a surroundings. So that's the summit of Shipman Knotts done.
Yep.
It's very tempting to carry on to Kentmere Pike, and then when you get there you'll end up somewhere else, but we want to come back and do the full Kentmere horseshoe when we're in the camper van, because we're literally driven up here this morning. We've got to get back for the dog, so
also we're not fit enough either, so I think,
well, yeah, there is that.
I think pushing yourself and then being absolutely wrecked on the way back isn't sensible. So
good introduction walk, isn't there? Summit's about 586 metres above sea level,
and about a 10-minute drive from Kendal, would you say?
Yeah, it's not far from Kendal at all. But this day, absolutely stunning. And I'm gonna
bless you.
So I hope you enjoyed us suffering on the way up. And now we're gonna take it fairly easy on the way down. And Sarah's a little bit anxious about that rocky bit, but we will find an easier route. It's simple. You just have to create your own route around the rocky section, so keep your eye out for an air ambulance coming to rescue us. Has anybody else got squeaky boot syndrome? Because my boots are doing my head in. I thought it was just because they were new when they were new, but they're well used now. Have a listen to this. It's this section here, the tongue, rubbing against this. I'm guessing just a bit of beeswax on them might sort it out. And I'm gonna have to get some, because I think the beeswax I've got for my old boots is probably like a bees brick by now. It's years old. So if you've had that same scenario, let me know how you fixed it. Sarah's just told me that during that last clip, when I was doing a squeaky boot clip, one of the squeaks wasn't my boot, it was Sarah's derriere. And we've got a right old boggy section here now. Yep. So we're going to have to watch Sarah jump over.
Get revenge for saying fuck off. And
you can do it.
You can do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, no, mate. You can do it. Oh, you made that look too easy.
Easy.
On the graves, in the cracks of 1,000 leaves, somewhere in between our past and our future, rolling over all the dividing things. Are you still listening? Want to be heard by you? Slow fall into the...
We have parked at the end of Gatesgarth Pass, and we're almost back to the car now, and we can see that there's a little 4x4, looks like a little Mitsubishi or something, literally blocking the whole of the pass, and there's a tractor in front of it, as if to say he's either helping or trying to get past. So someone's in a bit of trouble. Yeah, I'm no expert, but that does not look right. Back of the car, tiny little car park, plenty busy. Let's go home for some chips.